A staggering 3 million people use smartphones in Korea, and among them are an ever-increasing number of children who have trouble putting their phones down.
A total of 11.1% of the population was identified as smartphone addicts, and the percentage of smartphone addicts was highest among teens at 18.4%.
The rate of smartphone addicts among teens is more than twice the average. And addiction among small children has increased as well, to 4.3% from 3.6% within a year. So why are children so easily attracted to these phones? We visited a daycare center to put the children to a test. If they had the option of playing with a toy, a smartphone, or a storybook, which would they pick? Most children show interest in the smartphone, and soon enough, they are completely fixated on the device.
Academy of Pediatrics has recommendations for parents. Doctors say children of any age should not spend more than 2 hours in front of a screen. They say there shouldn't be any screen in a child's bedroom. But the study also found that TV still makes up the largest portion of a child's exposure to media, although that did dial down by about 30 minutes a day. But they found that a lot of that time then just shifted to smartphones and over to tablets.
The biggest problem with smartphone addiction is that it hinders certain brain developments. Yu-chan is no exception. He has a serious imbalance in his brain. The use of smartphones stimulates the left brain, while the function of the right brain deteriorates. Here, you can also see deterioration in the frontal lobe.
The left is used to look at details, and the right is used to see things in overall. By repeated smartphone use, only your left brain improves, while your right brain loses its function. The child will have difficulty developing social skills that can lead to problems with peers, and in some cases, smartphone addiction will lead to ADHD, separation anxiety, and antisocial personalities. A lot of caution is needed.
So when asked about their parents' use of mobile devices, some said they were, quote, mad, sad, and lonely. One even called it not a smartphone, but a stupid phone. Medical reporter Meg Ferris reports on a new study finding parents with too much screen time may be harming their children.
A child development pediatrician in Boston recently studied families eating out, and most parents spent most of the time on mobile devices. The children started acting out.
A lot of times negative attention is better than no attention at all. And so a lot of misbehavior we get in kids is because no one's paying attention to them.
Children are programmed to need attention from parents. They develop by engaging in our facial gestures and voice.
For the very young children, it's absolutely critical, and it actually stimulates brain growth and their development and they practice using their senses.
So why would parents rather watch YouTube than interact with the children they love? Because for survival, like our ancestors, we are programmed to be stimulated seeing drama, conflict, sex, and violence.
The best way to prevent smartphone addiction is to limit children's exposure to it. First, adults need to delay the child's exposure to smartphones until the latest age possible, and be mindful when using smartphones in front of them. Also, help the child realize that a smartphone is not a toy and help them find other interests and healthier ways to play. When a child does play with a smartphone, make sure to set strict rules and limits on how long they are allowed to use it and train them so that they do not break those rules.